Story time. So there was a young man named Harold Lederman. Was born in I think 19. I forget his actual year of birth. It was back some time, back quite some time. But he was at the drive-ins with some. She was known as a class clown, but she was a beauty. Her name was Lisa Tarantino. The drive-ins. They I forget what movie they were seeing, but they sparks flew. They jumped in the back seat. They made love. And that's when Julie Letterman was conceived. It was a beautiful, magical thing. Without Julie Letterman, we wouldn't have this video right now to talk about. Bullshit. But no, seriously, this video, I'm always laughing, being dumb, but I really do. I really am serious about this damn topic. Judge Julie Letterman, who is Julian Edelman's third cousin, is she the goat, the scapegoat, the fall guy? I don't know. It's kind of starting to seem that way to me. I don't know. You guys be the judge. Huh? Yeah, I did that one there. Oh shit. Made myself every minute. So all right, so quickly. Julie's biography. Inducted into the Hall of Fame, 2013. She's the daughter of Harold Lederman, the famed alcoholic judge who was tagging alongside Larry Merchant and Jim Lamps. You know, he was great though, seriously. I'm not sure if he's passed or not, so I wanted to say the late, but that'd be messed up. So if he is, that's even more messed up, and I'm sorry. Much love, man. But yeah. Julie, I would say Julie Edelman. Julie Letterman. She was ranked number one in the Pod Index, and that was a basically that was like a way of assessing judges' performances. You know, making sure that they were accurate. So that was a Pod Index, which that was introduced a few years ago. I mean, maybe 10 some years ago. I'm not quite sure. But she ranked really high on that. Like I said, I think it was one or number two. Not sure, but it was one or two for sure. I forget which one it was exactly. But yeah. So and not just that. This is the most interesting fact. When she was 11 years old, she went to see Tony Danza knock some dude out. Knocked him out. Well, I'm not sure he knocked him out in that fight or not. But my point is, who the hell knew Tony Danza was a boxer, man? I didn't know Tony Danza was a boxer. Seriously though, I just remember him from the coach on Ninjas in the outfield. You know what I'm saying? Or for the older chaps, going ape with Danny DeVito. No, for real, that's crazy though. He was a boxer, professional boxer, and I guess he had 100% knockout rate too, 100%. He was a so that was just nuts. But at that fight, Julie Letterman, she was a young child. She was filling out a scorecard, and she went and she gave it to the official, judges, and they were impressed by her scorecard. They're like, dang, she knows what she's doing. 11 years old, so she just kept doing that and kept doing that. So she got older, then she became an official, an official judge. So yeah, I mean, she's been doing her thing for a long time now. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what struck me out. I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, why is old Bob Schmerams talking about Julie Letterman like she should be banned? She should never judge again. Like this girl has a storied ass career behind her back. You know what I mean? Like that's what made me start thinking like there's something else going on in this equation. There's something a little deeper. There's a little X factor. I'm like, man, is she like some type of like little fall guy or something, or a fall girl? She like I said, the goat, the scapegoat. Seriously though, like, cause it didn't make no sense for him to be calling her out again, unless it's like some old family squabble or something like that between like him and Harold, her dad. You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm like, why is he like constantly calling her out? I mean, my personal opinion is controversy sells. Everyone knows controversy sells. So I feel like she might be the scapegoat in that sense. You know what I mean? Because to be honest with you, her scorecard, yes, she had Lopez winning by 10 points, but many people had Lopez winning like 8 rounds, like 8 rounds. You know what I mean? The judges that had Lopez only winning two, why weren't their scorecards controversial? you know. And Bob Arums has criticized Julie Lederman in the past, so it makes you think like, okay, he's using her, you know. So it makes you wonder, is he doing it for a reason, or to distract from the judging, the actual judging of the sport, or he maybe he has some beef with old Julie Lederman's dad, pops, you know, maybe he has some beef with him or has. I need to find out if he's passing notes. But so yeah, I mean honestly, that was like a thought that came into my mind when I seen Bob Arum talking about the judge. I'm like, man, I didn't know much of her until I started actually like reading up on her because I wanted to do this video. So I'm like, If I had hair on my chin, I would scratch it. Well, not scratch it, but yes, another great one, people. I appreciate you clicking. I hope you guys can give me some help. Maybe maybe I'm not tripping here. You know what I mean? It's not conspiracy. But have a good one, you guys. Have a good day. Have a good night. Keep rolling with the punches. Boom. Much love. See you on the next one.